James Kratch from NJ.com here in Oakland. Giants lose at the Raiders 24-17. I believe we are doing this in the Raiders Spanish language broadcast booth. And look, I don't know who the head coach of the Giants is going to be next week when they come home and play the Cowboys. I think we're going to find it out in the next 24 hours or so. I think there's a very good chance it's not Ben McAdoo, but we'll see. Ownership wins anything. But no matter who the head coach is, the starting quarterback on Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys has got to be Davis Webb. Geno Smith, he was up and down today. You know, he had some flashes. He had 2 killer turnovers. He racked up some good stats kind of in garbage time at the end. You know, Raiders were up 10 points twice, you know, when they kind of drove down the field. He was fine, but it doesn't really, to me, make any sense to continue going forward with Geno as a starting quarterback. And look, I think that the one thing intriguing me, if McAdoo does get fired on Monday, which feels like it's a very realistic possibility, is what do you do when it comes to Eli Manning? Because I think there's a very good chance that Mike Sullivan or Steve Spagnuolo, whoever one of those guys becomes the interim head coach, they might want to go back to Eli Manning, because I think, especially Sully, it was pretty obvious when they had their coordinator midweek press conferences, they were not 100% behind this idea. It seemed like they were kind of rattled by the fact that Giants moved away from Eli Manning. The streak is done, and I just think that what's the point of going back to Eli now? The bell can't really be unrung. I think you got to give Webb 4 starts down the stretch, and I think you got to give him first one in Dallas, just because do you really want this guy's first career start to be against the Eagles at home? I don't think you do, with that pass rush and the atmosphere they might have. So then you're basically cutting the kids. Instead of getting 4 starts, maybe he's only getting 2, because you really start him until he's ready on Christmas Eve against the Cardinals, and then he come home for the Redskins in the season finale. I just think Geno Smith, he's not part of this team's future. I mean, maybe, yes, he could come back next year on a cheap deal and be the bridge quarterback to Webb or to, you know, a top first-round pick, but it's just Geno Smith. The Giants' offense was not much better because of Geno Smith. They still can't protect the quarterback. They still can't get the ball downfield. The running game was not existent. It's just not worth it. So, look, the Giants have got to come back, no matter who the head coach is. Davis Webb's got to start on Sunday against the Cowboys, and it's the only way you can kind of keep the fan base at bay. People are very upset. And look, if the kid's not ready, John Mara and Steve Tisch need to say, he's starting Sunday, get him ready, and get him ready now. Look, Giants have screwed up this whole Davis Webb thing, in my opinion. We've gone over this time and time again. Enough is enough. It's time to start the kid, and it's time to start the kid starting next Sunday against the Cowboys in Dallas. No matter Ben McAdoo, Steve Spagnuolo, Mike Sullivan, Tom Quinn, whoever the Giants head coach may be, he needs to start Davis Webb at quarterback against the Cowboys.